Welcome to day 3 on the South Downs Way. I'm walking the very familiar route towards Grafham Down, which recce'd, or needlessly recce'd, last night. I spent the night at Manor Farm in Cocking, not Manor Farm in Hayshot. The very back to basics campsite. A simple field with good views going to the north and west. Very few other people. I met 2 other people who were doing the South Downs Way. They're about an hour ahead of me already, so good luck to them. And yeah, so the owners were very good and we had a good laugh when I got back to the campsite for the second time. Last night, having been to the wrong farm, first of all. Yeah, it's very back to basics. There's one water tap in the field itself, and they now charge £8 per head, where it used to be £5. The reason being that it now installed a shower. When I say a shower, it's quite an experience because it's basically a wooden structure with no roof. There's a hose pipe going from the water tap up to the shower itself, and the hot water is powered by a gas bottle. So although the water was lovely and warm, every time there was a breeze creeping through, I had to look back on myself and make sure the door hadn't blown wide open and expose myself. But it did the job, and shortly after that it did rain quite lightly for some time, which wasn't forecast, ironically. I was actually quite cold overnight. I think I made a mistake on this trip and leaving my sleeping bag liner at home to try and save 200 grams when I think I could have done with it last night. Nothing against my new cloud cover quilt, but I do feel the cold quite easily, especially when camping. Anyway, today's walk is going to be about 19 miles, I reckon, towards Washington, where I look forward to staying in a caravan site with probably decent showers and not a single portaloo. I'll speak to you later on. I don't know if I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but it's really nice to find a table someone to put up with flapjacks on it at the end of their driveway. They had water, flapjacks, only £1 per flapjack as well, so I'm kind of hoping for the same thing today, but I'm not expecting it either. I've done a good 2 hours walking now. I'm going to have a brief stop on this bench, which is quite opportunistic, and my plan so far has been to walk 2 hours, have a break, walk 2 more hours, have lunch, 2 more hours, have another break, and then after a final hour or two we should reach the campsite. That's the way it's gone so far, it's been quite good. I also want to show you my typical daily rations in terms of snacks. So I've got 1 day's worth of food here. It's basically breakfast bars, chocolate wafers, though they still melt, more breakfast bars, homemade flapjack in there, and I've got a tortilla wrap. Now heading downhill from the A27 towards the village of Haugen, and beyond there is Amberley. But somewhere along this path is the halfway point on today's route, which is quite a good feeling to know, because between the midway point here and the end of today's walk I'll reach the halfway point on the South Downs Way. Not sure where it is exactly, but that's my idea. And I got to the campsite last night, very tired, feeling a bit dejected to be honest, and feeling like I'd walked so far and so hard, carrying so much weight without really achieving much. But my aim was always to do 3 days minimum. I was having thoughts about going home this evening even, but now I'm almost there, passing the halfway point. It's good to know that I can say I've done so much and I can do another 3 days walking and just 2 more nights of camping, followed by one short day along the coast. So things are looking up. It's a real shame that the tap back there by the River Arun has been turned off for some reason. There's no warning, notice or explanation about it. It wasn't working for me. I've only packed a litre of walking for today's stretch. Thankfully though, I'm only 6 miles from Washington, where I'm going to find another tap option, hopefully, and also my campsite, so I can do this. I'm currently doing my final significant ascent of the day. Up and over. I think it's Rackham Hill eventually, and there's a trig point up there. Yeah, alternatively, there is apparently a tap south of the trail near Amberley, so near the train station. It might even be in the train station. Again, beautiful views, nice breezy day. I can look back and see where I've been. Take a look at this. I'm officially over halfway towards Eastbourne. That's a very good feeling, I can tell you. So I'm now making my final descent towards Washington and my campsite for the night. The south coast almost visible to my right, almost. I think Lewis is down there somewhere, maybe it's further on. Hopefully I won't see you again this evening and things will go smoothly at the campsite this time. Would be nice for the first time in 3 nights to get a decent, flawless experience. And thanks for watching day 3, and I will see you again tomorrow on day 4.